Namaskaram, Prem Namaste and warm greetings. Thank you for choosing Sunday Sadhana, only on SABC2. We take a breath of fresh air today as we move away from our traditional festivals to experience legendary violinist Dr L Subramaniam in concert at the Playhouse Theatre in Durban, and we visit the Ananda Kutir Ashram in the mother city. Indian classical musicians and their instruments add depth to our arts, which is an important aspect of Hinduism. Durban has played host to a number of these musical geniuses, and none more so than Dr L Subramaniam, who also visited the ABH in Chatsworth. The violin maestro brought music to life with his scintillating performance at the Playhouse Theatre in Durban. Sunday Sadhana joined the spellbound audience to experience the flawless talent of this legendary musician.
In our Carnatic music, all of our compositions are in praise of Hindu gods and goddesses by greatest composer like Tyagaraja wrote everything for Rama, Dikshadhar and Devi. So there is a lot of connection between Hindu religion and South Indian music. Basically, there is a training period. Then for me, I think as three segment. One, you get trained. Basically, try to get the equipments right, like technique and sound of violin. Then you go to you introspect yourself. What do you like to do? How you want it become? You want to make it your voice, and how you want to feel the spirituality in the music. And so you become kind of an introvert, experimenting within yourself as a second stage. Then finally, the third stage is like you start performing. So spiritually it becomes completely you surrender and try to find your path. In Indian music, a lot of learning to do with ear training. You sit with a teacher, guru, parent, whoever is teaching you, learn the ragas, learn the microtones. Ear training is very important. The piece of paper doesn't come at all earlier stages, where you learn through hearing, learn a composition, then learn improvising. So there are no books which can tell you exactly how you can become a great improviser. I mean, you have to do it by practicing and learning, watching your gurus and things like that. Ultimately, to know, there is more you know how little you know. First thing, more you surrender and start exploring and look for your inner voice to guide you, you're going to do better in your field. So anybody who wants to learn music, anything, first of all, going through the discipline, having a dream and work towards it. And as you learn more and more, at no point of time one should think, I know everything. That will be the beginning of a downfall.
You're just in another world when you listen to him. You transcend, you feel connected to whatever music he's playing. And for an artist to do that is something that has divinity as well.
I think it takes a great amount of talent, absolute, and his talent is exceptional. I think that's very important, talent, and then of course tremendous amount of practice that you need, and dedication and diligence, and of course pure love of the art as well.
I've been involved in music from the time I was very little, but not professionally or anything. And recently I started playing the violin. It's astounding the way he controls his instrument. It's almost as if he lives through his instrument. And that's what really inspires me. I really have no words. I mean, fingering techniques, the speed, the intonation, everything was just perfect. And it was like I transcended into a different plane after listening to that piece.
Music Anybody takes it, let them do it as a mission and find their inner peace. Tranquility and spiritual guidance will automatically come.
Welcome back. We're keeping it coastal today as we move from Durban to the Ananda Kutir Ashram in Cape Town. This integral yoga center has its roots deeply entrenched in the teachings and philosophy of Swami Sivananda. We learn more about the center's inspiration through its founder, Mother Yogeshwari.
I was just an ordinary housewife in 1963 and suddenly had the feeling that I wanted to change my lifestyle, having had a family and 4 children, but I just felt something was missing. Somebody suggested yoga. I didn't even know what it was, so I was given a book, and after that I was even very, very keen to start. So I went to a class in Kenilworth. 6 months after I began, Swami Venkateshananda visited Cape Town. That was about the end of 1963. And we all met him, and then we were absolutely bowled over by his marvelous lectures which he gave at the Mitchell Hall, Mowbray. I went to every single lecture that he gave there. We wanted a place where people could come and have peace. We do have people who haven't got a temple with their particular religion, and they come and use our hall. Mostly yoga is practiced here. We have the children's yoga days here, which are delightful. And we've started a youth program as well for those who are beyond the age of being children, but teenagers. And a teenager himself started that. So that's going on well. We're very keen on educating the youth into this way of life, you know, because they're going to be the future leaders after all. The little cottage, we have Swami Vidyananda stays there, and anybody who wants to stay over, who comes from afar, you know, it's not nice travelling back at night, they stay here. Peace Pieri, that is an actual replica of the one in Rishikesh, just a little bit smaller, but it's got the same wording on it and everything. Being given all these years to live at such a great age, I'm very grateful, and all I can think of is to have tremendous gratitude that I'm as well and healthy as I can, that I can continue to be of some use. Service is always what we have taken from Gurudev. To serve is the most important thing, it really is, and to serve with love. His motto, if you can call it that, serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, those are the teachings. And the first important thing that Gurudev always did was to serve, and naturally he served with love. And giving, he was a great giver. Yes, but yoga, of course, isn't a religion as such, is it? It's more a philosophy, and it's a philosophy of life which actually strengthens one's own beliefs and religions. So the Divine Spirit is in everything. So the higher you go on the yoga path, the broader your integration with the world. Because God is within every single one of us, and the more we practice yoga, then the more we see God in everybody else. Everything good that happens to us is Guru's grace, and if anything bad happens, it's some lesson we've got to learn or something we have to look at.
As Swami Sivananda once said, material possessions cannot satisfy the hunger of the soul. So nourish your soul with the bountiful wisdom contained in the pages of our epics and the teachings from our great gurus. We hope you've enjoyed our lineup today. Stay blessed and do keep up the sadhana. Mika Nandri.